Hey everyone and welcome back. So today I'm filming a full face of Primark makeup. I went shopping earlier today and got as much as I could to film a full face, and everything cost me £18.90. So I'll just go through what we've got. So we got primer water, which cost £2. We then got a skinny brow pencil, which was also £2. We got a gold highlighter called Gold Digger, which was £2.50. I got some lashes, which were only £1. I then got a 9-shade eyeshadow palette for £3. I got a full to medium coverage foundation, which was £2.50. A lip pencil, which was only £1. I got 2 eyeliners, black eyeliners with a pencil sharpener, which was again £1. I got some clear brow gel for £1. A 3D curl lengthening mascara, which was £2. And a Luster lipstick, which was the cheapest product at 90p. So I'm just going to go through and create a look with these products. The only things that I couldn't find in Primark, which either they didn't have a great choice of shades or they were sold out of most of the shades, was concealers. So I am going to be going in with my Morphe concealer, and I couldn't find any blushes, so I will be going in with just my Bobbi brown blush. But everything else is Primark. I'm using all my normal face brushes, so let's just go ahead and get started. So starting with the primer water, just give this a good spritz. It smells quite nice. Hydrating. So let's start with some foundation. The one thing I will say that was hard to find in Primark was products that had been unopened, as it was a bit of a mess in there. It took me a little while, so just put a normal sized amount on the back of my hand, and I'm just going in with my Morphe M439 and just blending this into the skin. Okay, so it's definitely more of a medium coverage. Just apply one layer and then see if it's buildable. It has got a slight scent to it, but nothing major, and it feels quite nice on the skin. You do need quite a bit of product there. I will say that there weren't a great selection of shades. It was quite difficult to find a match, so I just got something that was as close as I could get to my skin tone. Okay, it's building a little bit, but it's not great. If I just zoom you in, you can sort of see around here, it's not really covering. I do have a few breakouts. It is, unfortunately, that time of the month. But it is building. I'm just sort of aware that it might end up looking a bit cakey if I build it anymore. So let's zoom you guys back out. Okay. And go in with my concealer. Just gonna wet my beauty blender. Going in with my Morphe concealer, obviously, because I couldn't find a concealer there. I'm just going to conceal and brighten under my eyes and blend that out with my damp beauty blender. Okay, so that's all blended out, so I'm just going to zoom you guys in and we'll get started on the eyes. So this is the Berry Velvets palette, and we have a couple of mattes and some shimmers. So I'm just going to go in with this middle shade here, which is called Sweetness, and take a fluffy blending brush and put this in my crease. There is quite a bit of fallout, as you can see, but let's see how this goes. So just taking this backwards and forwards. Okay, there's quite a lot of pigment actually to these eyeshadows. I'm pretty impressed with this for the price. So this was 9 eyeshadows for £3. They're not the biggest of shadows, but so far so good. And repeat on the other side, backwards and forwards, windshield wiper motions. Just really blending this out right into the inner corner and all the way to the outer corner, just in that crease. Then I'm just going in with a clean blending brush and just blending this out further just to soften it a bit more. And then just back it in just to even them out. Next, I'm just going to go in with this shade, which is called Desire, and a slightly smaller, denser brush. And I'm just sticking this to the outer edge, hooking it sort of under that brow bone, and just pulling it around. And repeat on the other eye, so under that brow bone. And then back in with the fluffy blending brush and just blend it all in. So the next shade I'm going to get in with is this one, and it's called Crush. And I'm just going to take a lid, which is really good just for packing the colour on. So just give my brush a little bit of a spritz, turns it more into a foiled shadow. Just packing this on the inner part of the lid towards the centre. Okay, and then back in with that transition brush and just blend it out. And then back in with the original outer corner colour, Desire, and just deepening up that outside edge. So next I am going to go in with the eyeliner, and I'm just going to line my upper waterline. Okay, so that is actually a pretty black eyeliner. I'll just give you a swatch. It's pretty black and it does blend out pretty well. So if you wanted to smoke that out, that's pretty good. Next I'm going in with the Lash Contour Mascara, and I'm just going to give my lashes a quick coat. So I'll just give you guys a look at the wand. Not a type of mascara one that I would normally go for, but unfortunately in Primark you couldn't see any of the mascara ones, so it was just a lucky guess at what you got. Just give my upper lashes a quick coat. And then I am going in with the Primark eyelashes, and these are in Full Look, which cost me £1. They're sort of a dupe for the Ardell Demi Wispers, the same sort of look as theirs, and I'm just going to pop these on off camera. Okay, so I've just applied the Primark lashes. We did go in with the Primark lash glue at first, but what an absolute disaster. So we went back to my Eyeliner lash glue, which works really well. I will say that the Primark eyelashes have a really thin band. They are really easy to apply with the right lash glue, and they are a great lash for beginners. And that's the lid look finished. So now I'm just going to move on to brows. So I am going in with the Skinny Brow Pencil in dark brown, and I'm just going to brush through my brows. And then just start by defining them, following the natural shape on the bottom all the way out to the edge, and then brushing down and following the shape up top and just creating a bit more of an arch and dragging the tail out slightly, and then brushing them back up and just filling in that gap. I will say that this is a really nice brow pencil, really easy to work with. Sort of the same consistency as the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. Really nice. And then back in with the spoolie just to blend everything out, make sure that all the gaps are filled, and then move on to the front part. We're just doing light strokes in an upwards motion so it looks most hair-like, and brushing those out with the spoolie. And just going to repeat on the other side. And voila, brow done. A really easy to work with eyebrow pencil. It was quite similar to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. It blends really well, and I like the fact it's retractable, so you don't need a pencil sharpener for that, because I'm constantly trying to find sharpeners. I'm just going to set that with my brow gel. And this just keeps them in place all day. Okay, so now the eyes are done, I'm just going to move on to the face. Unfortunately, they didn't have any bronzers in Primark, or contour shade, so I'm just going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury contour. Just apply some of this. Just going in with my Tarte angled brush and just blend this out. Okay, and then some on the forehead and sort of towards the temples. Okay, and then I'm just going to go in and contour my nose, so just on the end there, and then just go back in with my beauty blender and just blend further over my nose. Okay, and then I am just going to apply some blush, and I'm going to go in with the Bobbi Brown blush in pale pink. As I mentioned before, I couldn't find any blush in Primark. So just apply this onto the apples of my cheeks and blend in out towards my hairline. So now time for highlighter, and I'm just going in with the Primark highlighter in Girl Digger, and I'll just do you guys a swatch. So it's quite a true gold shade, so I'm just taking this on a fan brush and just hitting the high points of my cheek. And hitting the end of my nose and down the centre. Is quite a glittery highlight, so I'll just zoom you guys in. It's quite glittery and quite chunky, and it does sort of bring out any texture that you've got, but I will just go over that in a second with my damp beauty blender and just blend that in to my skin more. Okay, and I will use that same shade as my brow burn highlight. So just going in with that same shade and just highlighting my brow burn. So now we're going to go in the lower lash line, so I'm just going to zoom you back in and we'll just finish off the eye look. So I'm taking that second shade that we went into with that Desire shade, and I'm just going to go in with a small pencil brush and just run this along the lower lash line. Then I am going in with a Derm pencil brush and going in with the first shade that we took called Sweetness, and I'm just going to blend that all out. and then back in with my mascara, and I'm just going to give my lower lashes a quick coat of mascara. Okay, and just hit the falsies with a quick coat of mascara to blend them in. And I will zoom you guys back out. Okay, so that is the face finished. So we're now just going to move on to lips. So I'm going to take the Primark lip liner in colour Toast, and I am just going to line my lips. Okay, that's a really nice and creamy lip pencil, sort of the same consistency as the NYX ones. And next I am going in with the Luster lipstick from Primark in the shade In the Buff. Nice and creamy. Feels quite like a balm, not a lipstick. It does have a scent to it, sort of smells a bit vanilla-y. Gives a really nice sheen and applies really nicely to the lid. And the last thing we're going to do is go back in with the primer water as our setting spray and just give everything a good spray. Okay guys, so that is the final look. That is everything finished, and I will say that I did really enjoy the Primark makeup. I will probably say that one of the favourite things was the small eyeshadow palette, the Berry Velvets, and also the Primark lipstick. Both really nice to work with. The eyeshadow, you do get quite a bit of fallout, unfortunately, but for £3 for 9 shades you can't really complain. I was looking online for a dupe earlier, and it is very similar to the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsession, so I'll just get that one up. Show you a side-by-side comparison. So here is the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsession, and here is the Primark. So a pretty similar dupe for this. Everything is really nice with it. The only thing that I didn't really like was the eye pencil. I did find that when I lined my upper lash line that it did sort of run down onto my lower lash line and leave me with some black marks. But if you were going to use this on your lid, then I would say that that's not a problem. And also I didn't find the foundation great. I wouldn't say it was full coverage, I would say it was more of a medium coverage, buildable but not buildable to full. So if you're looking for more a medium to a heavier medium foundation, then this is really good for you. It does blend really nicely, it doesn't look cakey, it gives sort of a really nice like skin-like finish. It's not too dry and matte, it's not too dewy, it's really well. I am going to wear this throughout the day. And I will check in with you guys and let you know how it's going before I wash it off tonight. I do have normal to oily skin, and foundation tends to break up sort of around my nose, so I will let you know how that goes. The lashes I thought were really nice to work with. They are kind of a dupe for the Ardell lashes. The wispy ones, they are still my favourite. But the Primark ones are really good. Nice thin bands are great for beginners. And that's it guys. Disappointed that I couldn't find a concealer and a setting powder to work for me. And the highlighters, they're good, as you can see, gives a nice highlight. Quite chunky there, and you only get a choice of 3 colours. So I got the gold, you had a rose gold and sort of a silvery shade. So not a lot of choice there. But overall, everything's working really well. I'll check back in and let you know how the foundation and all the other products are lasting. But so far, thumbs up to Primark makeup. A full face for £18.90, you can't really complain. Thanks very much for watching guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Hi guys, so I'm back. So far the foundation is still holding up really well. The eye pencil started to seep more onto my lower lash line, so I just went in and applied the pencil fully onto my lower waterline, so just to cover up any of that. But so far everything's looking great still, lasting really well, and I will check back in later. Bye. Hey everyone, so it's about 10:30 at night and I have washed all of the makeup off, and as you can see it's really broke out my skin and it's made it really sore. So I only left the foundation on for about 2 hours and I could feel it starting to sting, and this is what it's left underneath, which is not great, but hopefully should clear up in a few days. So overall I enjoyed everything else. The eyeshadows and the lipstick were really great, but I would not recommend the Primark foundation if you have sensitive skin. So thanks for watching guys, and I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for my next video. Bye.